Hi all, I have an absolutely stunning game to show you today. In fact, this may be one of the best games of 2017. Ding Liren was playing black against Jinshi Bai, so both very strong grandmasters. Let's see, d4, Ding Liren plays knight f6, we go into the Nimzo Indian defense. White plays knight c3, not sidestepping the Nimzo. Knight f3 would be the Queen's Indian. So bishop b4, Nimzo Indian, knight f3, black castled, bishop g5, c5, e3, c takes, and the usual move is e takes d4 here, but in this game, very rare, according to Chess-Based Livebook, at least, this hasn't been played that much at top level. Knight c6, queen d3. Now black plays the very forcing h6. The bishop drops to h4, d5. So energetic play, rook d1. And now another forcing move, g5. Is this double-edged though? Will it create weaknesses around black's king? Bishop g3. We have knight e4, so by unpinning there's more pressure on c3 now. Knight d2, and now we see one consequence of the queen on d3. Knight c3 gaining a tempo. Queen c2, and now a very dangerous looking d4 is played. But knight f3 pins that pawn. Now a very, very interesting move now is played. Can you guess? Black to play if I give you 5 seconds. And it starts a fireworks display, basically. Black to play here. Okay, e5. So the idea, after knight takes e5, it's a pawn sack. It's deflecting the knight away from that d2 square. And guess what the continuation idea is here now? Black to play here. What would you play in this position? Okay, this is not an alien concept. It's been played before from the likes of Nigel Short, this kind of queen sack for 2 pieces. It's very, very dangerous here. Rook takes d8, c takes b2 check. But is it 2 pieces? The rook could have gone back in this position, and maybe that was the best move. If rook d2, rook d8, apparently white might be okay, or even a tiny bit better in this continuation. This is an even position, roughly. But in the game, we see actually that rook on d8 not coming back. We see king e2. So rook takes d8 now, and this is better for black. But white's idea might have been to just take on b2 safely and invite rook d2. But is black obliged to play rook d2 check here? If he does, he didn't, then white would actually be in very good shape here in this position. Very, very good shape. Winning, basically. But no, black to play in this position. I give you 5 seconds, starting from now. Okay. A very important tempo game, knight a4, bringing the knight into the attack. And we have here basically a king hunt after queen c2, check, king f3. But you might think, well, hold on a sec. Is this working? g4, there's king f4. So guess what black plays in this position, which covers the escape squares. So it's a remarkable king hunt now. Black to play. 5 seconds. Okay, a lovely tactical move, rook d4. Threatening g4. So that escape square has been taken away. So that's actually threatening mate, because after knight takes, bishop takes his mate. Just to put that on the board for you, this position is going to be checkmate. So after rook d4, the rook's also immune because of knight takes d4. Black is material up here. After taking on c2, black will be winning that. So that rook can't be taken. We have h3 parrying g4. But now h5 renewing the threat of g4. The bishop drops back, giving the king a parking spot on g3. g4 check. The king uses g3. And now another stunning move, and it's the only move which really keeps black's advantage here. It's a phenomenal attack if played perfectly, basically. Otherwise it's very, very double-edged, and white will be winning in material terms as well as not being mated. But black plays a clinical move in this position. Black to play. What would you play in this position. Okay, rook d2. Yeah, another attempt at deflection. If here, then knight e4 check, winning the queen. So queen b3. Knight e4 check. The king is actually driven up the board now. Bishop e7 check. King takes. And now another wonderful move, which is a bit like the Smyslov Immortal we went over on this channel recently, as a cute little move to bring more resources to bear on the white king, the adventurous white king here. Black to play. Okay. King g7. Idea, bishop f5 and rook h8. Yeah, there's a parking spot given to h8 here, or a way of getting to h8. Bishop f4, bishop f5, so threatening rook h8, but the idea of bishop f4 is to throw in this check. King h8 doesn't change the pitch too much. The white king is in big trouble here still. White tries queen takes b7. But now, with these pieces hanging, black plays a fantastically strong move. Rook takes f2. Taking out that f2 pawn means knight g3. Checkmate is now threatened. We're at fg. We see white trying to defend that, but then this rook now comes to h8, threatening king g7. Checkmate. We have knight takes f7. So with the idea of trying to maybe block on h6, but black now to play finds an alternative route. Very, very incisive play here. What would you play in this position? Bishop g6 check. King takes, and now this knight comes to the center, knight e5 check, and the game ended here. Very, very forcing continuation. If knight takes e5, bishop f5 check, that knight's been driven away from the h6 coverage, and now king move here to g7, and it will be checkmate. After bishop h6 is, well, that's pinned. And pardon me, if here, check, and then checkmate. So the h file will be delivering mate then in that final final position. So a wonderful attacking game, and one of the sweetest I believe I've seen all year. So a great time to play it. November the 5th 2017 is the date of this upload. Okay, hope you enjoyed that. Comments, questions, likes, shares appreciated. Thanks very much.